Stay silent. Sometimes the most powerful response is no response at all. People think that if you don't reply, you are weak, but in reality, it's the opposite. Not every argument needs to be won. Not every comment deserves your attention, and not every person deserves an explanation. When someone is angry, they are not listening to understand. They are waiting for you to react. And the moment you react, you give them control. But when you stay silent, you take your power back. Silence creates confusion. Silence shows control. Silence builds strength. True strength is not in being loud, it's in being composed. Next time someone provokes you, pause, breathe, and remember, not every reaction is necessary. Sometimes winning simply means you didn't react. Ignore them. Not every voice matters. Not every opinion deserves your attention. In today's world, everyone is talking, but very few are truly understanding. Some people criticize, some provoke, and some only exist to distract you. If you start listening to everyone, you will lose your direction. Successful people understand one thing clearly: focus. They choose whose voice matters and who gets ignored. Ignoring is not weakness, it's a strategy. If you give attention to every negative voice, you will never grow. So when people talk unnecessarily, when they try to pull you down, just do one thing: ignore them. Because responding to everything is not your responsibility. Protect your energy. Your time is valuable, but your energy is even more important. Have you noticed some people drain you just by talking? Some environments make you feel exhausted without doing anything. That's not random. Energy is real. The biggest difference between successful and unsuccessful people is this: they protect their energy. They don't go everywhere. They don't engage in every conversation. They don't become part of every drama, because they understand where energy is wasted, growth stops. If you want to upgrade your life, start here. Protect your energy. Avoid toxic people. Limit unnecessary conversations. Choose peace over chaos. Because when your energy is strong, your decisions become powerful. Walk away. Not every place deserves your presence, and not every situation needs your effort. Sometimes the strongest decision is to leave. People think walking away means giving up, but in reality, it means choosing yourself. If an environment is toxic, if people don't value you, if every conversation turns into conflict, staying there will break you. Leaving will build you. If you stand in fire, you will get burned. The solution is not to argue with the fire, it's to step away from it. You can't control everything, but you can control where you choose to stay. So next time, instead of proving a point, just walk away. Choose peace. Every day you are making choices, whether you realize it or not. You choose chaos or calm. You choose reaction or control. You choose stress or peace. People say life is stressful, but often it's their choices creating that stress. If you react to everything, you create chaos. If you absorb negativity, you destroy your own energy. Peace doesn't come automatically. It is a conscious decision. It means choosing when to respond, when to ignore, and when to walk away. Strong people don't win every fight. They avoid unnecessary ones. So ask yourself, does this situation deserve my peace? If not, choose peace. Don't react. The easiest thing to do is to react. The hardest thing is control. When someone provokes you, disrespects you, or tests you, your first instinct is to react. But that's where everything is decided. Reaction is emotional. Control is intentional. People who trigger you already understand you. They know what will make you react, and when you react, they win. But when you stay calm, you take your power back. Reaction gives short-term satisfaction, but long-term damage. Control feels difficult, but builds respect. So next time, don't react. Know your worth. The world treats you based on how you see yourself. If you doubt your value, people will question you. If you lower your standards, people will take advantage of you. Self-worth doesn't come from others, it comes from within. When you truly know your worth, you stop accepting less. You stop tolerating disrespect. You stop chasing validation. You stop settling for what doesn't align with you. And most importantly, you start choosing yourself. Remember, people don't decide your value. You do. So stand tall, set boundaries, and never forget. Know your worth. Everything is understood through words. Some things are revealed through actions. People may say anything, but their behavior always tells the truth. Smart people don't talk too much. They observe. They notice patterns. They understand intentions. They read between the lines. Observation gives clarity, and clarity gives power. When you observe, you stop reacting blindly. You start making better decisions. So in every situation, before you react, observe everything. Mental boundaries. The strongest protection is not physical, it's mental. People will judge you. They will criticize you. They will project their negativity onto you. If you absorb everything, you will destroy yourself. That's why you need boundaries, not physical ones, mental ones. You must decide what to accept and what to reject. Not every opinion matters. Not every word deserves space in your mind. Strong people filter. Weak people absorb. So protect your mind. Build mental boundaries. Stay unbothered. People will judge you. They will laugh at you. They will doubt you. And that will never stop. So what's the solution? You can't control people, but you can control your reaction. When you stay unbothered, you protect your peace. You save your energy. You avoid unnecessary stress. People only have power when you give them a reaction. The moment you become unaffected, their power disappears. So stay focused, stay calm, stay unbothered. Let them go. Not everyone is meant to stay in your life. Some people are lessons, some are temporary, and some are simply distractions. The problem is we hold on too long, even when it hurts, even when it drains us, even when we know it's wrong. Letting go is painful, but holding on to the wrong people is worse. If someone doesn't value you, don't force your presence. Release them. Because when you let go of what's wrong, you create space for what's right. Control yourself. You can't control the world, but you can control yourself. Situations will change. People will change. Life will challenge you. But your reaction is always your choice. Self-control is discipline, and discipline is power. When you control your emotions, you control your decisions. And when you control your decisions, you control your life. Real power. Power is not in being loud. Power is in control. Anyone can shout. Anyone can react. But not everyone can stay calm under pressure. Real power is staying composed when everything around you is chaotic. It's choosing silence when you want to argue. It's choosing peace when you are tested. That is real strength. Don't engage. Not every argument deserves your energy. Some people don't want understanding. They want reaction. If you engage in everything, you lose focus. Smart people choose their battles. They know when to speak and when to walk away. Sometimes the strongest move is simple. Don't engage.
Fake people. Not everyone who smiles at you is real. Some people wear masks. Some people pretend. Some people stay close only for benefit. That's why you don't trust words, you trust actions. Fake people show patterns. You just have to notice them. Be aware, not paranoid, and choose your circle wisely. Inner peace. The world will always be noisy. There will always be chaos, pressure, and distractions. But peace doesn't come from outside. It comes from within. If your mind is calm, nothing outside can disturb you. Inner peace is built through awareness, through discipline, through control. And once you find it, you protect it at all costs.
Stay grounded. Life will test you. People will push you. Situations will challenge you. But your strength is in staying stable, not reacting to every push, not breaking under pressure. Grounded people don't get shaken easily. They stay firm. They stay calm. They stay focused. That's real strength. No response. Not every message needs a reply. Sometimes silence is the best answer. When you don't respond, you don't fuel the situation, and without fuel, the fire dies. You don't have to explain yourself to everyone. You don't have to defend your peace. Sometimes the strongest reply is no response. Level up. If you keep the same mindset, you will live the same life. Growth requires change. You have to think differently, act differently, choose differently. Leveling up means leaving behind distractions, leaving behind negativity, leaving behind what no longer serves you. It's not just about success, it's about evolution. Master your mind. The biggest battlefield is your mind. If you can control your thoughts, you can control your life. Your mind can either empower you or destroy you. That's why discipline is necessary. Awareness is necessary. When you master your mind, you stay calm in chaos. You stay focused under pressure, and you become unstoppable.